He just got relegated with Ipswich. So why are Chelsea paying £30 million to sign him without hesitation? Liam Delap isn't a household name, not yet. But behind the scenes, some of Europe's biggest clubs were circling, watching, waiting. Manchester United, Newcastle, even scouts from abroad. But while others hesitated, Chelsea moved fast, triggering his release clause and locking in the deal before the competition even blinked. And the craziest part, Delap didn't even choose Chelsea because of Champions League football. It runs deeper than that, much deeper. Liam Delap's £30 million release clause wasn't a secret. It sat there quietly, waiting, until Chelsea pulled the trigger. No haggling, no back and forth, just a swift, calculated move that blindsided everyone watching the transfer window. Manchester United had shown interest, Newcastle too. But while others debated if he was worth the risk, Chelsea saw an opportunity and moved before anyone else could react. Delap, only 22, had just finished his first full season in the Premier League. Ipswich were going down, but Delap wasn't. His performances made it clear he was ready for a bigger stage. And Chelsea? They didn't just want him, they needed him. With the Club World Cup around the corner and Champions League football returning to Stamford Bridge, the club is gearing up for one of their most demanding seasons yet. But that's not why Delap said yes. For most players, the promise of Champions League football would be enough. But for Liam Delap, that wasn't the hook. What drew him to Chelsea was the bigger picture, a team built around youth, energy and a future that feels just within reach. He saw a system that matched his style, a coach he already knew, and teammates he'd battled alongside before. Delap played with Romeo Lavia and Cole Palmer during their time at Manchester City. He's trained under Enzo Maresca, Chelsea's current head coach. He's worked closely with Joe Shields, now the club's co-director of recruitment. These aren't just familiar names, they're trusted allies in a new chapter of his career. And when he watched Chelsea dominate Real Betis in the second half of the Conference League final, that sealed it. The movement, the hunger, the tempo, that wasn't just a good performance, that was a blueprint, and Delap wanted in. But Chelsea didn't pick him just because of connections. Chelsea aren't just building a team, they're building a timeline. Their recruitment model has shifted. Gone are the days of short-term fixes and ageing superstars. Now, it's about long-term vision, stacking the squad with young high-upside players on long incentive-driven contracts. Liam Delap is a textbook example. He's not just a striker, they see him as a project with massive upside. He's 22, battle-tested, physically ready and tactically versatile. But more than that, he's cost-effective. At £30 million, he's a fraction of the price of the European forwards Chelsea have been scouting. And yet, he offers something many of them don't: Premier League experience under pressure. And if you're wondering whether Delap is good enough to lead the line for a top club, you might want to look a little closer. Liam Delap didn't just survive in a struggling team, he stood out. In his first full Premier League season, while Ipswich battled relegation, Delap quietly hit double digits in goals. But it wasn't just the numbers, it was how he got them. He scored from tight angles, long ranges and chaotic scrambles in the box. He ran the channels, dragged defenders and kept dragging his team up the pitch, one run at a time. And here's where it gets serious. He didn't just match expectations. He outperformed his expected goals, meaning he's not just a product of the system. He's a natural finisher. Chelsea don't just see him as a squad player, they see a future weapon.